I've avoided talking about it for the longest time, but screw it. Let's talk about The Boys Season 5. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Geek City. This has been a video that I've been talking about doing for a minute. The reason I wanted to wait is just this is the season now. I have a lot of thoughts that have been constantly changing. I've been positive, then negative, then positive. Just how I didn't know when was the right time to do this video, but I was just like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just give my review out here. What do I think about the final season of The Boys now that it is done? It's been out for a couple weeks now, so I can just, I have the full season as a package, and so I'm going to talk about it. Do I think it works as a season, and do I think it works as a final season? Those are the important questions, and let's just not waste any time, man. It's a frustrating season of television, where I think I could write a better final season. In fact, I might do a rewrite, like I did a Mortal Kombat 11 rewrite like 2 or 3 years ago, and although for some reason, I just couldn't talk in the video. I kept, pausing, and it was just it's not a great video. However, I cooked with the story. I stand by that. My story for Mortal Kombat 11 was miles better than whatever they came up with. Although I do like the Mortal Kombat 11 story. I don't hate it or anything, but there's some issues with plot holes and whatnot. So I fixed it. I feel like I did a pretty good job. I love writing. I write a lot of scripts and stage plays and whatnot. So, I'm not saying I'm, a great writer or anything, but, I can cook sometimes. I kind of cooked that video. I'm not going to lie. I might do that for this, because I have so much, there is so much, such wasted potential. The Boys final season could have been so cool. Because in a way they stayed true to this, but, they didn't hold back on deaths or anything. I feel like The Boys never had a problem doing that, so I feel like a final season could have been ruthless and just go for it. And they went for it in some aspects, but my main problem with this season is that you could have taken the first 7 episodes, or no, you could have taken the first 6 episodes and easily make it 3 episodes, and then oh my gosh, this video is going to be kind of a review, but also more just a discussion of what went wrong here, because I don't think it's terrible. It's okay, it's fine. I'm somewhat satisfied. I remember I finished the last episode. I woke up early and I watched it, and I finished. I was like, it's not bad. It's not bad. But the season could have been so much better. It starts off really strong with episode 1. I think episode 1 is a really strong start. The escape from the camp and all that, the reveal of the Flight 37 video, and the death of... Oh, spoilers, by the way. I'm spoiling the season if you haven't watched it. The death of A-Train. I was like, okay, so they just had, the status quo is already being changed. All the boys are out now. Flight 37, that's out. That's been, kind of a crutch for these last 4 seasons, and it's now out. Everybody knows about it. And they killed off a major character. Okay, things are going good. And I think, and it's just kind of, I don't know, because I think this season kind of messes around a little too much. I think you easily could have taken the plot of episodes 2 through 6 and combine all of that, all the useful stuff into 2 episodes. But the problem is, they wanted to do, so much of the season is spent setting up Vought Rising, which is a spin-off coming out about Soldier Boy and all that crew. And I was really excited for that show before I knew that it would ruin season 5. Because, now I don't want to watch it. I'm going to. But, it better be good. It better be peak television. All that setup ruining the final season just for that, it better be good. It better be good. Which is kind of a whole other discussion. It's kind of sad that, The Boys season 1 is, season 5 is the exact thing that season 1 made fun of. Where, it makes fun of, extended universes and whatnot, and it's the very thing that they used to make fun of. But anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. Where basically in episode 2, Soldier Boy comes back, they use the virus, and then they learn, okay, Soldier Boy isn't affected because he has the original V1 serum. So then, 4 episodes are spent on trying to find the V1 serum. That could have easily been a really cool episode if 1 episode is spent on trying to find it. They could have done episode 1, episode 2 could mostly stay the same. There's a couple things I would fix. I'm not going to bring it all up here because I think I want to do a rewrite video. But you could have had episode 1 and 2 be about the same. Episode 3 could be spent searching for V1. Homelander gets there at the end of the episode. Bam! Episode 3, status quo is shift. Homelander is now V'd up, and he has ultra superpowers. Problem is, in episode 6, in the actual show, he gets in episode 6, but then he doesn't change. Nothing actually changes. He is just as powerful. There is no ramification to this at all. He is apparently super powerful, and then nothing really happens. He doesn't really do anything else super crazy. So here's what's going to happen. Okay? Episode 1, episode 2, mostly the same. Again, I would change some things. Ryan's plot should appear at some point. Again, all that will be saved to rewrite. Homelander should have the V1 early on. He should be powerful before halfway through. And then bam, chaos starts, okay? Scorched Earth is what we were promised. This is not Scorched Earth. We got Scorched White House room, okay? Bam, Vought Tower should be destroyed. Homelander should let loose, kill all these people. Like, it should not be this difficult. It should not be this difficult to come up with a good final season. Because, I mean, you should just go for it. I don't know if it's budget limitations or something. But we spent episode 3, 4, 5, and 6, 4 episodes of an 8-episode season finding V1 just for V1 to not matter. Homelander gets to V1 and then nothing changes. Nothing changes. I think the whole, like, God plot where, like, Homelander wants to become God could have been interesting. I think, it, like, the joke goes on for too long. I think once he gets the V1 in episode 3, not episode 6, and then they could kind of, like, have that in there in, like, episode 4 and onward, and then, you know, oh, Father, because I love, that's a positive. I thought Daveed Diggs was excellent. I thought that everything with that was really fun. I still like that plot. I think it was a little too, like that's kind of his, like, whole thing, where I feel like that should have just been a part of him snapping, not the whole reason he's, like, going crazy. So, yeah, that's the thing, is there's just so many things, like, there was no reason from episode 7 to end, and I don't really feel bad that Frenchie died. Like, this has the same problem of Stranger Things, where Stranger Things, season 5, episode 7 came out, and by the end of it, I was like, okay, the last episode's coming out, I feel nothing. This happened here, and I was just kind of like, okay, dang, that sucks. Rest in peace, Frenchie. All right, last episode, let's go. And the last episode just didn't feel like the last episode. It didn't. I appreciate that they didn't have a problem killing off characters. Most of the deaths in here I'm cool with. I thought A-Trains was really good. I thought Firecracker, I really thought that was an interesting story with, like, she's starting to maybe be like, hey, maybe this whole Homelander thing isn't working out. She tries to leave. Homelander gets her. I thought that the Deep had a really funny death. I'm frustrated with Black Noir's death and all that stuff. I think that could have been handled better. But I'm fine with him dying. It just felt very, like, really, that's how he goes out? Like, really? I loved the last 5 minutes of Homelander that's perfect. You know, him, like, crying and begging and screaming on the floor. I thought that was great. That was great. Everything else around, I was kind of like, okay, whatever. Butcher, okay, so here's the problem. Here's the problem. I think Homelander should have died around episode 6 or 7, one of those two. And then the last 2 episodes should have been about Butcher, because here's the problem. Butcher does not feel like an antagonist anymore. In this season, he's just back with the boys. They're back at it. Oh, ragtag group of, you know, they you know, don't like each other very much, but they're a ragtag team. Butcher's the villain. And the comic gets this. Look, the comic has a lot of issues. I don't love the comic. However, the comic understood. Homelander's not the villain. It's Butcher. Anthony Starr is so good, and Homelander became so popular, I think they forgot about this. So, like, season 5 is spent on, like, Homelander definitely has the most screen time out of anybody. The boys feel like nothing. Huey does basically nothing. Mother's Milk has a couple really good emotional scenes, but, like, other than that, Frenchie, I don't care about anymore. Like, he's just barely there. Kimiko is now just, like, super quirky and millennial, whatever. Starlight, she vapes now. Like, there's nothing. Butcher doesn't even feel like Butcher anymore. He's just back. He feels so boring. Like, oh my gosh. Like, the boys barely feel important anymore in their own show. So, they kill Homelander in the last episode and then just have to rush. Oh, yeah, by the way, Butcher's evil. In the last, like, 30 minutes of the show. He gets rejected by Ryan and his dog dies. And bam, now he's evil again. He's going to kill all the Supes, which came out of nowhere because season 5 did not set up properly. By the way, Homelander's evil. By the way, Butcher's evil. So then they just have to speedrun it in 30 minutes and then bam, Huey shoots him. That scene, I didn't really feel much. It was a great scene in and of itself. But I felt nothing because they didn't set it up. So that's the problem. So that's my frustration with The Boys Season 5. It could have been so good. There's a lot of great... The actual plot and the decisions that should have happened in the show, all the beats are fine. It's how we get there. Homelander should give you one. Homelander should become super powerful. It shouldn't happen in episode 6. Homelander should whine and cry on the floor in front of and make an embarrassment of himself before getting destroyed by Butcher. Not in the last episode with 30 minutes left. Butcher should get shot and killed by Huey. He should try to kill all the Supes. It shouldn't be in the last 30 minutes after no setup. Frenchie should die, but I should feel something. Characters will disappear. Also, they ruined Soulja Boy. All that, oh, this is what Claire would have wanted. I think they like, I don't know why all of a sudden Stormfront and Soulja Boy are like big love interests. That came out of nowhere. The only reason they did that was to give Soulja Boy a reason to give Superman a Homelander the V1. I think that actually could have been an interesting way to kill Soulja Boy, is have them fight over the V1 and then bam, he murks Soulja Boy. But no, Soulja Boy gets taken out in the worst way. In episode 7, Homelander just puts him in a chokehold, puts him back in the pod because they want to set up another spinoff. That's the problem. The Boys has become the very thing that they used to make fun of. But again, it's fine. I say all this, I feel like I'm complaining. It's fine. Like, I don't hate it. I enjoy each individual episode. I think it's a better season of television than a better, like, final season. You know? I'm very frustrated. Very, very frustrated. So that's my review. I've been sitting on this for a long time, kind of thinking about how I feel. And yeah, that's it. I'm very frustrated. This could have been so much better. I think it had so much potential. So if you would like to see me do a rewrite, let me know in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, stay geeky.